normal person dealing with that really wouldn't share because they know what in that aspect of me, I had to learn how to like. Nobody will ever understand. In a sense, I can tell you, but you'll never feel how I feel on the inside. You'll never feel how I feel when I lay down at night and when I wake up in the morning. What it takes to be who I am.
So was that too much? Like, was once you unloaded, well, once she learned exactly who you were, was that too much for her to handle?
Yeah.
How did she express that?
It was very bad on her behalf. Like she was like, yeah, like to put it simple, like what you go through, like on a day-to-day basis, and how you like your outlook on the world is, I don't know if I can deal with this. And I was like, yo, you're the one that said you wanted to deal with this, like, and I'm sitting here being vulnerable with you. I don't like being vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
I don't like being vulnerable with that, but that's just being me trying to finally like try to open up to somebody so that you understand me. Like I could have hid all of that shit from you, right? I couldn't have told. I didn't have to tell you that shit, right? But I wanted you to understand because I wanted you played a factor at the time.
When did you realize, like, when did she throw that in your face, or when did you realize that, oh, I made a mistake by sharing this?
Like right after she threw this shit in my face.
When, like, what was the straw that broke the camel's back on that point? Because I'm seeing the timeline. She's saying, okay, yes, I'm with it. What was that thing that happened? What was the incident that happened that made her finally break? Because, you know, like, you look back at things, hindsight's 2020, if there is one.
We were supposed to get together and hang out, and I was like, hey, like, are you coming? And she was like, now what you deal with is too much. And I'm like,
it came out the blue for you, right?
I was like, oh, that's a slap. Like, that's a slap in my face. Like, all right. But, you know, it happens because not, like I said, nobody's going to understand.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to understand. So, like, you gotta take that disrespect and just take it on the chin and like.
How'd you take it on the chin? Was there some rebuttals? Was there some, or like, how did you depart from that? Because that's hurtful. How did you depart from that?
I basically told her, I was like, look, man, like, this is my life. Like, this is what I deal with on a regular basis. I can't go back and change none of it.
Were you guys like living together at the time?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Okay. That's because that's a big thing, you know. Babies and like money mixed in.
I would never.
Okay. I mean,
the money part, I would never.
What'd you learn from that, though? What'd you learn from that?
What did I learn from the whole experience?
From that experience, what's your takeaway?
I use that as motivation. I fuel off that. To one, you don't deserve it. And two, like, there's always somebody better in time. I'll just get better.
How long ago was that? How long ago was that? Early 20s, mid 20s. I don't know. I mean, like, we can move on.
Nah, but like, when it's over, it's over. Let it go. Let that shit burn. Chunk the deuces. Keep it moving. But she wanted me to beg, bro. She wanted me to beg. I don't beg. beg.
She wants you beg, like
Like
beg how? Beg for what?
beg for her to stay, and I'm like, I don't beg nobody to do.
Did we talk about this one time in the studio? Was it a long distance thing? At, at some point, was this a military long distance thing?
Yeah, but this is a whole different.
My bad.
Yeah, that
She wants you to beg. What type of woman is this? Did she say? Did she say these words? I want you to beg.
she didn't necessarily say it, but that's what she was intended to say. So I asked her, I was like, "What do you want me to do? Like, you want me to beg you for you to stay? Like, I'm not doing that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like,
Wow.
you got this fear in your heart of who I am, but I'm showing you that, like, yeah, I deal with this stuff, but I'm trying to, like, in time I'll get better.
That's unfortunate, brother, that you and for not just any man, but anybody that spills their beans.
Keep your heart 3 steps.
You shouldn't spill the beans, boy.
Keep your heart, dog.
Yeah, keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. But for those who do that and then are crushed, that is something I wish for no human being, because that's a scar that never really heals. It just calluses.
I use it. It bothered me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hell yeah, it bothers. Look at you.
It bothered me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I'm actually still,
not cool.
I'm actually still bothered by it, but like I told you, I use that shit as motivation.
Yeah. There's some things that don't go away.
I'm gonna show you that I can level up. Anybody, people play their positions for a reason, and I wouldn't be who I am without what I've been through and what I've encountered. And everything that I've been through in my life, I've learned from. So now I get to use that as motivation, so I can be in a better place.
Yeah.
With or without you, that's the motto, dog. It's either with or without you, slime.
It's how you use the energy as well.
Yeah,
like as something negative or something positive.
You can't, like, I'm not finna sit here and woe is me over, like, nah, bro, like, I'm too old for that. Like,
have you woe is me before? Yes.
Oh yeah, plenty of times.
Woe is me.
Plenty of times, but like now, no. Because like when you're genuinely like invested in somebody, shit, like that shit hurts.
It's a big deal.
That shit hurts on both sides. Like, and then you have to sit back and you gotta accept everything that you done wrong, everything that they done wrong, and you gotta sit down with yourself and accept the fact that this shit is no more, bro. Like, heartache is real.
I want to get into these other videos. I stop, but I don't give a damn. It's all about the conversation. But yo, brother, why do people rush into something that's like one of the most important decisions that they're ever going to make, which is the time that you spend with another, the time you choose, let me say that, the time you choose to spend with another individual, especially when things become romantic. Why do individuals jump into that so quickly? Because like, to me, like that's like Harvard stuff. That's like high grade. That's high degree of difficulty that you're jumping into a relationship, sex, the semen. No, for real, because the babies that come with that, or the everything that comes with that, people jump into one of the most complex things that you can involve yourself in so quickly. Why do people do that? Like, it takes license to get a CDL. It takes time to get, to become a doctor. Why do people jump in a relationship that takes that should, like, it should be, you should like take classes. You should be certified to be in a relationship.
Oh shit.
Right?
Yeah.
But why do we jump into that?
It's the thrill.
That's
it is stupid. It is stupid, but it's the thrill. Like, when you in your teenage and you in your 20s, like you high, it's high off life, right? You don't give a fuck about nothing, right? And you at that point in time, like you really shouldn't. Like you should be enjoying your life, and you're going to make stupid decisions, right?
JCTV, people meeting, people making memories, the lunch table podcast. Why do young people jump into one of the most serious things that there is to jump into, which is a relationship with somebody else?
It's like I said, it's the thrill, man. Like
The thrill, Rick the Ruler. The thrill of what?
the thrill of seeing something that looks like gold that probably ain't fucking gold.
How many times did you? How many times
That's
did you?
funny. You're funny.
How many times did you have to fuck around with that energy to know that, oh, that ain't nothing to fuck around with?
Majority of my life was like that. Fucking around.
Being aware
being
and still?
Yeah, because I didn't care. Like, I didn't care. I didn't even care about myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So when you don't care about yourself, you're just doing any and every fucking thing. And
Not thinking about the
you don't think about no consequences about shit. But like in
dirty
reality,
motherfucker. Nah, you farted back there. My bad.
When reality fucking hits you, bro, like, and accountability comes knocking, like that shit came knocking a lot of times, and I didn't answer that fucking door, right? And one day I answered the fucking door, and there I was, the person I am today, waiting for me all along. But I was supposed to make those mistakes to be who I am today. People are supposed to. Some people get it, some people don't.
Why do some people answer the door and some people don't, you think?
Because they're not ready to. I was ready to answer the door.
What made you ready to answer the door specifically? Of accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what was that trigger? Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna face this.
It was just, I just woke up one morning. I talk about it all the time, and I just like, I'm not a kid no more. I have 3 individuals that depend on me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be out here, regardless of my reputation or not. Like, I can't be.
How many you said?
I got 3.
3. How old are they?
12. One just turned 12. One to be 3 on next Wednesday, and then 6 getting ready to be 7.
Same.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Why didn't you work with her?
Because I was a fucking monster. Accountability.
Is she still open to? I'm sorry. No. Sorry. Go back to your story. Forgive me.
Yeah. I was a monster, bro.
Okay.
I didn't care. I fucked it up. And I'm not afraid to admit that.
Mm-hmm.
I fucked that up. But it's cool.
Yeah.
Right? We got 3 beautiful children out of it. Our relationship is
12, 7, 3?
Yeah. Our relationship is cool. Like, my kids are taken care of on both sides. My side and her side. So I ain't worried about
Does she have somebody right now?
Yeah, and I don't care for him. Keep that in there. I don't care for him. Only thing that I care about is my kids.
Is he a good guy?
I don't care for him.
You don't care for him. I got it. Can we transition to something real quick?
Let's do it.
If I can find it. If I don't goddamn turn my shit off. I don't want to go back. Okay, yeah, here we go. After this, then I want to talk about 2-hour learning, the perversion of
hell no, to the no, yeah, to the no, hell to the no.
It's that quick, but I'm gonna play it again, brother.
Hell no, to the no, yeah, to the no, hell to the no.
This is a quick little video of early Serena and recent Serena, and that's what we got. No, not yet. We're not doing that. We're doing that. Early Serena, late Serena. Good or bad, you think?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Where do you think that comes from? Like, Sammy did it, right? Mike did it. Where does that come from? Because she was gorgeous.
Them not being comfortable in their own skin. Them not being comfortable with who they are.
Where does that come from, though?
Insecurities, they fucking family tree, whatever they got going on in their family, that psychological, that mental, emotional, all of that shit.
But they look worse though, ain't that? But like, I'm not like, why they do things to make themselves look worse?
One, they got money and they don't care. They don't care how they look. We care how they look. They don't care how they look.
Yeah, I guess.
If I had her bank account, I'm not gonna bleach my skin. I'm buying foundations and land and taking care of my people. Like I'm not. What I look like?
Do you like the Do you talk to the weave? Do you talk to the natural? What do you talk to? Black women.
My type?
Yeah. Do you give the weave, the wigs, the makeup, or are you natural? What type do you talk to attracts you, Rick the Ruler?
Bro, I tell anybody that I've encountered in the past, like, you don't need all of that. I see you. You do it for you. You don't do it for me. Like, you doing.
Would you be with someone that does that on the daily?
Like that weave and stuff? I've had that.
I'm talking about right now at 31, sir. Would you have that? Because that comes with something, I believe.
That individual, honestly,
would you have that individual in your life right now?
Yeah, because that's what they prefer to do. That's for themselves. Like that's.
Do you prefer that?
I can't sit there and tell somebody.
That's interesting.
I can't sit here and tell you like.
So you'd marry that?
I want you. Like, I mean, like I've been with somebody that's more wigs and shit before. Even like that's what you prefer.
Okay.
Like you can wear your natural stuff. If you want to go get your hair done, you got it.
You're a lot more understanding than me.
Yeah, I don't like it. Doesn't like because everybody feels some type of way about themselves and they wish that they had this and they had that. Women kind of go overboard with the lashes that look like fucking.
But don't you think like? But don't you think like at a certain point, like
they should invest in their own beauty? And
yes, and
but that's not for us.
I don't have the numbers for this
to understand though. That's for them to understand and for them to want to invest in their own beauty for themselves.
I mean, but like we have some say in it because like if we
do it, we don't.
If we enjoy Black women, then we for sure have a say in like, you know what, I prefer this type. I like the natural and or I don't, or I like this shade or I like this color, but like we have a say if you're a heterosexual male, you got a say.
I will.
And you would think that they would like to cater to that say.
Yeah, but at the same point in time,
because we cater to their say, which is what?
They're gonna do whatever they want, just like we are. Like,
how does a man cater to a woman?
Other than financial?
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Other than financial?
That's the main thing, yeah.
We're born and bred protectors, right? In our natural state of the mind. So security is the main thing. Make them feel secure.
Make them feel secure, right?
And assurance. Shit in that nature. That's how how we.
What is your take on? No. I say we're gonna get into a 2 hour learning. From what we talked about with a 2 hour learning, right? Can you paraphrase what you understand about 2 hour learning? Last 17 minutes.
So basically, from what you explained to me,
Yes.
2 hours.
What is 2 hour learning? Yes.
2 hour learning is the kids in your class are going to be, or the kids in this area, because it's experimental right now.
The kids in this system.
This system.
In this system, okay.
It's experimental right now, where they're going to be doing 4 courses. Each course is split up to 35 minutes approximately. And they're going to have the curriculum on their computer or say their tablets, to where they're going to have to read, listen to the problem, answer the problem, excel on that problem to get to the next one, and you have a certain amount of time to do so many lessons.
Okay.
In each 4 subjects that are being taught in class.
Yes. Okay. Great paraphrase. What are some of your pros and cons from what you've heard about this new system? Because the old system is what? What's the old system that we're used to?
Teacher teaching, us not paying attention, we getting the curriculum, we going home, we doing homework, bringing it back, taking tests.
Okay. All right. From what you know so far about this 2 hour learning with your kids, imagine, there was a PTA meeting at the beginning of the school year, or during the summer, there was like some type of a newsletter that okay, we are implementing this. How would you feel about that? About this new wave of how the kids are being taught, and also in the second half of the school day or life lessons. So it can be, home ec, team building, whatever it may be, but it gives the child more room to explore. But yes, I just want to fill in that. Go ahead. Would you be for it? Would you be for it? Okay. Like, how would you feel? Like, imagine you're getting that newsletter.
If it works. Like me, I'm not in school no more, bro. Like, I graduated. I'm Gucci. If it works. Cool. If these kids are grasping the knowledge that is being put in front of them and they're excelling, cool. Like, who am I to tell these people that are sitting in that position, like, nah, I want you to sit there and stress the teachers out, put these books in front of them, have the teacher standing up. Like, granted, you can still do that, right, at the same point in time, but like, if they're learning in the time frame that's being given to them with this experiment, cool. Now, do I think it should be 2 hours? No. So what's the approximate time, like hour-wise, like you're teaching class?
So like how it's set up, because I can talk a little bit more about it because we're doing it at our school.
No, like on a regular day before this came into play. Like how long? Like how long is your work day?
Oh, my work day or like the kids' work day? Because it's different because they had electives.
The day that they start, the time they start school to the time.
All right, so we would do like ELA. We would do ELA for an hour and a half. It'd be like block schedule, right? So.
But it's like a 7-hour day, right, for the kids? 7-8 hours.
For the core stuff, it'd be all the way until like 2 o'clock, and then or like 1 o'clock. Lunch, and then they have like something else after lunch, and then they have electives. So like they'll have their electives like at 1-ish, 2-ish, and then that'll be the school day. But each class would be like an hour. So like they're spending like an hour and a half on math, hour and a half on language arts, hour and a half on science, and so it'd be longer blocks.
I think they should do, it should be half the day of learning and then half the day of
They kind of do that though. It's just,
or
they have it broken up into
life skills.
Okay.
The life skills.
Yeah.
I would still keep the early portion of the day for learning. Hands down, no offense or what's about it. But then they go into the learning their life.
Yeah.
Right. Because 2 hours of learning is like not enough. Some kids don't get it that quick.
So, good point. So, like I said before, like there are different. They have to finish their work. There are goals. There are actual levels that they have to complete within the time frame. So, if they don't complete these levels within the time frame, then they don't get to do the electives. So, like an hour after lunch, it's called like whole filling. So what you didn't complete in the 30-minute in reading, if you did not do that, you have some time to do that. Or if you have one lesson in math, you have time to do that. You have one lesson in science, you have time to do that. But in that whole filling time, if you don't complete the whole filling, then you don't get to go to electives. So like the life skill stuff, which is, you know what I'm saying, the kids, it's, you know, they want to do that. So there is a drive, there is an incentive to, I got to get this done. If not, then I'm just gonna be doing work all day on my computer. So there's that. You dig? Would you say that you like the old way or the new way? Like if you had this opportunity.
If I was in school right now.
If you were in school right now, let's say you were in the 5th grade, you're 10. Remember being 10. You're like kind of fully aware. And you had the opportunity, like, yo, listen, so would you like for Mr. Hollis Edwards to teach you, and you have the old way, or this was introduced to you and you just, because this is what happened to our students. They came in and it was introduced just like this. Like it was wild. What would you prefer? This way or the old way? If you had to choose. Knowing what you know now.
I would give the new way a chance.
New way a chance.
Yeah. Everything is changing with the times.
Yeah.
As long as motherfuckers are learning.
If they learn it.
If they get it, cool. Are there going to be tests though?
Yeah. So, okay, these are great questions. Are there going to be tests is a question. How do you
determine their grade?
Beautiful. Beautiful. So how we determine their grade is their productivity and their activity. We get to see their accuracy. We get to see how many they're getting right. We get to see how long they're on the actual app. So that's how they get their grade for one. They also get their grade in, they don't get to pass the next grade until they receive a 90 percentile on mastery. So the expectations for the child are raised so they can be on this unit. Oh, and well, it's like a lawyer taking the bar exam. Like, yes, you finish with all the classes, but you're not scoring high enough from the bar. And our bar for like achieving to the next level is a 90 percentile for mastery to go like to the next, which is higher than most because the average is 70, and our average is you got to get at least an A minus. You know, well, that's the system's mastery, which is dope because, you know, like now you have to be damn near perfect, you know, to achieve the next level, which means, you know, which always it's like if you were running a 200, you train for the 400, you know, or like if you're running the mile or the 800, you train for the mile. You do more. So I'm all for it. If it works. So I will be tracking it all year. I'm gonna talk about it throughout the entire year. JCTV Teaches. JCTV Teaches is a new Instagram handle that I'm gonna specifically push, becoming lead star, and all the 2-hour learning stuff. And teachers podcasts, 2-hour learning, and also teachers the woes of their of them being a teacher. Have you ever gave a teacher hell? Were you that student ever? That like, damn. Now you're looking back, you're like, damn, I know I gave that teacher a motherfucking a time. Were you that kid ever?
I gave the school a time. But I graduated though.
High school?
Mm-hmm. Not in high school. Well, yeah, high school.
How'd you get to school at time?
All through school. I was the youngest one of the squad. Wilding. Yeah, wilding. Yeah. I ain't gonna go into details. I think about it all the time. I think that shit's funny as fuck. Like there was a time like I got suspended. I'm not gonna explain why, but like I'm not even in school and people are beating up people, and I get in more trouble because my people were beating up other people, and I'm like, I ain't even there.
What'd you learn from that?
Fuck the system.
Okay.
Welcome.
How about okay?
I'm gonna get blamed. I'm gonna get blamed.
Why were you getting blamed?
Because I'm me, and trouble always finds me. I don't go looking for trouble.
Is that taking accountability?
It wasn't then.
Okay.
Well, like I am now. Like trouble.
Trouble finds you now?
Trouble will always find me. I stay away from it.
Why do you think that happens?
Because
do you think it's a semen in the blood?
I wasn't talking about any of that. I was just
talking
about it in general.
I'm saying like we talk about them, but I know I said that, but it was as
It's
a joke. But
the reputation.
But
it's the reputation. It's the vibe. People want to be around shit that they don't. That's different. They want to claim the shit that's different.
That's ignorant.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, them, yeah.
No. I mean, I just feel as an adult, you must be aware of what you're involving yourself in.
Why do you think I stay in the house now?
Yeah, no, I'm saying like for people to do that.
Yeah,
that's not smart.
Of course not.
You know,
but
and for kids to do that, it's not smart. For anybody to do that, it's not smart. But it's acceptable for kids to do it because you don't understand.
People that haven't opened up their mind's eye and see things in a different light, and are ready to take that step, are not going to see it that way. That's why when you have a group of individuals that you are around, and some people stay stagnant, and some people elevate. You can be with the elevated people, or you can be down here with the people that are doing the same shit every fucking week.
We got 4 minutes left, and I really want to hit this hour, and I like the transition about elevation. It's some people make it, some people move, and some people don't. I was talking to Hollis is slowly moving out. I wish he was on here for a second. But no, it's fine.
I look gross right now. So
no, it's fine, bro. You actor, brother, actor.
Yeah,
it's a whole nother vibe. Shout out Hollis, big day today, big money day, big and also big audition day. He's a worker, great day today. So shout out Hollis. I've been knowing him for 10 years. Since 2013, I knew of him since in 2013, and I believe we became solid maybe in 15, 18 area. Besides the point, shout out that individual, superstar, Hollis Edwards III, but that's neither here nor there. Last 4 minutes, you said, I get on my tangents. What's something, as we get out of here, 3 minutes, what's something you're going to do from now until 2025 that's going to affect, from now into December, that's going to affect 2025, the year of 2025? What are you going to do from now until December that's going to affect 2025, or at least the first 3 months of 2025? Because we're about thinking ahead, and you got personal development, and the only way you can actually make moves ahead is when you already, you're Yes, be present, but you must plan for ahead.
LLC, my label.
Boom! Specifics.
LLC, my clothing line.
Both? Are those gonna be 2 different joints?
No, one all together.
Okay. What's the name?
It's gonna be Tyrant.
Tyrant.
Word. See it on the shirt. That's who I am. That's the lifestyle. That's the way I move. That's how I live my life. Shout out to all my tyrants out there. Y'all know who y'all are. There's plenty more, and we coming.
With the LLC.
With the LLC.
So listen, I talked to Hollis yesterday, and me and him are gonna do the passport thing in October. At the beginning of October, let's do the LLC thing together. Yes. So let's because again, when we are attempting goals, it's got to be a specific date and time.
Right.
So and it's way more. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's like having a spotter when you're lifting weights, you know? Let's do this joint together. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let's legitimize together because we know the importance. Like, I'm happy that's one of your goals. That's work. We just talked about it last night. That's one of my goals. Right. So in October, we're going to legitimize ourselves. We're going to start that process. And by November, we're going to be done. If we got to expedite it. But October 1st is when. So from now until then, we're going to go through the process. We'll see what we got to do. What to do. Woo. And then by October, and then we'll make that move and be done with it. All right. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's timing and finance.
Yes, and we can do it. Mm-hmm. So now October's a go. Yeah. October 1st. We'll shoot for it. But before December. But we're gonna start the process October 1st. Yeah. Beautiful.
Doing the research and everything.
That's doing the research now. Yeah. By October 1st, we know what we're doing. Right. Love it. We'll end it on that. People meeting people, making memories, self-development, improving education, elevation, and innovation. Become a lead star, the 8 guidelines for effective communication. I truly not believe, but like I'm not pushing it, but I'm a client. If you really follow these 8 guidelines, and someone told me, quit fucking telling all of them. You know, I would go through all of them. L, blah, 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 E, blah, blah. No. Become a lead star, acronym, look it up, jctv.com. It will affect, if you implement them, it will affect every aspect of your life, you know, because everybody wants to be listened to and communicated with in a positive manner. And that's what Become a Lead Star will assist. Also with the 2-hour learning, JCTV Teaches and JCTV Teachers Podcast. Which is coming in November. Very excited about that because that's it's going to jump me into all of Austin's teachers. Because every teacher I know, just in general, they have a war story or war stories. You know, with a student who gave them hell, or a class that gave them hell. So I'm excited to jump into that content. But yeah, the Lunch Table Podcast, Meet People, Make Memories. Shout out to Hollis, Rick the Ruler, Charlie Mack, Bells, Damo in the City. We're going to do 50, 53, 52, 51, 50. We got 49 more of these. Yeah, no, 50 more of these. Meeting People, Make Memories, out. This was I like you know, it's just working on some shit until we get into the studio. I could see all I heard was just fucking soundtrack. The scene, because I could relax.
Yeah, I was in the shower and I got distracted with emails.
Yeah. Hold on, what's your cash at, bro? Somebody got that on my what's his name?
I heard it was coming. I saw your face because as soon as I saw the way that he was presenting himself, I was like,
No, it wasn't.
What was the video?
No, it was an Indian dude, no, but an Indian, not androgynous, it was Indian guy and the other Harry. He was fucking lined up here, but he was dressed as, like had on the dress, and then and which is fine. He's done fine. But that's what he had on. And he was saying that my main thing was not how he was looking dressed up. He was saying that he mixes the way that he treats his romantic relationships and his platonic relationships are the same. They're all one and the same. All one and the same.
I can see that in the sense of like, I'm gonna treat my, like if I should be able to have a conversation with
my cheese.
With my G's and my woman. Confidence. Quite frankly, if it's like a woman that I'm with, then that's like a prerequisite almost for me. It's like I should be able to talk to you in the same depth and manner as my friends. The only difference is my friends have more experience with you than my friends. If you got friends that's been your friends for a while, then obviously they're gonna know stuff about you. But just the idea of having a conversation and about, different topics and stuff, like I will with my homies. And yeah, I'm like, yeah, so it should be the same way. And same with like, if my homies got my back, I got their back. I want my girl to have my back and I have her back. I'm sure there's obviously differences. I guess we get to basically like sex. Yeah, not that part, but outside of the basic, like, yeah, I'm not talking about homies. It's kind of like,
Even outside of that, not the fucking part.
I guess it depends on
there are some conversations that I believe a man will have with a woman that a man that will have with a man.
Well, yeah, that's also normal. That's
Equal friends. It's just a conversation.
A woman would have, or a man or a woman would have conversations with a woman friend platonically that they might not have with a man friend platonically.
Which is
about
my. Well, yes, it does.
No, because I'm like, say I have a.
What changes? The only thing changes in your scenario is the sex.
Yeah, that's still the only thing.
No. As in not a male but a female.
What I'm saying, so like for instance, if I have a lady friend, like a literal actual friend,
she's been on the fucking show.
Like she's not right. She's if she's just like if she's an actual friend of mine, then I'm gonna probably talk to her about the same shit I'll talk to with my youth friends for the most part. But maybe because of gender differences, some things I might not talk to her.
And you ain't fucked yet, and you probably still want.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I'm just not.
A couple of Johnny's involved, it changes the whole chemistry.
But also, I got lesbian friends, so that's also that. So it's like some of my friends are lesbian friends, and it's like
they attractive.
Some of them, and I'll have deep in the sense of shit that I would only talk about with my boys. I wouldn't talk about with other women, but because it's like we both deal with women, I can talk to them about it. But she's also a woman. She's all but
This is what you are.
Don't say no, but you are. But she's a woman.
Yeah. Basically, that's all gender. So even if there is differences, say it's like different talking about lady friends and my guy friends, that's still just like it's still just, I don't know, it's still just a sex thing, because otherwise it's like, if I wouldn't talk about it with a woman in a relationship, I wouldn't talk about it with a woman outside of a relationship. So it's just a gender thing, or how you identify, whatever. Versus if it was something special in a relationship that I wouldn't talk about with my lady, that I would talk about with, a lady friend, but that I wouldn't talk about with that lady friend compared to like my guy. Yeah, I mean, there's no real, if that's what you're you're talking about with that video, yeah, there's no, the main difference is what. Because, I mean, what specifically, what conversation would you have with your guy friends that you wouldn't have with your girlfriends that isn't something gender related that, you know, obviously they might take some kind of way about? Outside of that,
one, like, I mean, if you have some wisdom, you won't get emotional with your girl or with a woman that you won't, because if you have wisdom, then you know that once you've done that, and she's seen you that we stay, she's going to look at you differently forever.
Well, why does that matter if you're not fucking?
No.
Are you talking about
Just so it does not, if you want to, or if you will ever, or what, it's just different with, if you show a woman something, men are, there are some things if you show a woman, she's never going to see you as who you were ever again. And you just have to know that. You can't be mad about it. It's just you gotta know.
But that's what I'm saying. Why is that bad? I can see if it's a woman I'm interested in. Yeah, I want to show her.
It's bad because now she no longer, if she saw you in this weak state, she no longer sees you as alpha anymore. As an alpha.
Who cares though? Like if it's just a.
I'm saying
if you. That's what I'm saying. If I'm interested, that's different. I agree with what you're saying. It's like I'm not gonna put myself in a weak frame so that they hurt you subconsciously.
So we're talking about the time that you are interested in chick, but
okay, well
just happened. Now she sees you, and now it's like you care. So in that sense, in the sense of a woman or a woman that you care about.
Take what I told you about when we were talking about on the podcast. I was honest with you. I was up in the this is who I am. Right. And that changed the whole thing. And it was bad. It's bad on purpose. It's bad on that woman's behalf that she decided that she didn't want, or she looks at you different. That's her fault.
Yeah, and that's assuming that she's even going to do that, because not all women necessarily going to do that. Like if I'm talking about someone I'm with, then I should be able to be emotional with her, because if I can't trust her with my emotions, I definitely can't trust her with my wallet or anything else. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like if she's supposed to be like my number one thing, like talking about like white type shit, then it's like
Damn sure keep the ball.
you know.
I ain't picked the time yet. I'll probably pick the time sometime this week. 14. I know.
I'm at the wrong set. 14.
Yeah.
That's Saturday?
Saturday. I'll meet the fam. My mom is more likely, I don't know if my mom.
Oh, so like a thing, housewarming.
Yeah, come meet the next girl. Where I get this shit from.
Yeah. I been a camera. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. A regular special. Yeah, sure. Yo, and we need to have a meeting on like I wanna show you how to use this app
Oh, that's a dope app.
that can truly assist you in multiple ways in what you're doing right now. Say like maybe an hour, you know what I'm saying? The face so I can actually, to show you like an app like it's had one of those like in the next we'll talk, but like I need an hour with you, a fresh hour with you. I'm like, yo, this. Let me show you this app, how you can use and how it can assist you in your brain, and how you can fucking use it. We need an hour. Knowledge is everything, and friends need to knowledge. Yep. The semen in the blood. The semen in the blood. The semen in the blood. You can play like a play. Got the chords in the corner. Yo, and then throwing up like bread. Magic is real. Like magic, it's belief. What curses? It's real. On the flip side, that's some of the positive stuff. But yeah, that evil is real. Motherfuckers be fucking with shit that don't. Boy, it be waiting to fuck with some flesh niggas.
If you read those ancient grimoires, they have like actual like that's like
Oh shit, it's been over a minute.